guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm talking about the difference between expectation and expecting your manifestation, because there is a significant difference, and it's something that's not really talked about, because I think when people make videos about you should expect, they're not maybe explaining what expecting is as opposed to expectation. Expectation is a form of attachment, and I'm saying this because somebody put a comment on one of my videos when I've spoken about expectation not being the best vibration, and they said, so if that was you, thank you so much, that expectation is attachment. And I thought that's a really good way of putting it, because it kind of is. It is a form of attachment, because your expectation is this: you know that you can manifest. You know that the law of attraction, law of assumption is a thing. Manifesting is a thing. You've done it before. You've seen it work in your life. So the expectation you have is a feeling of waiting for it. So you're looking for it constantly. And when you are looking for it, what you're doing is kicking in the Zeno effect in quantum, which states that you cannot change the conditions of something whilst you are watching it. You can't change the behavior of an atom if you are watching it, if you're observing it. So basically, that situation can't be changed whilst you have a close eye on it, because what you're doing is you're in a waiting energy, which of course is only ever going to give you more waiting. So that kind of expectation becomes what I would call negative expectation. So it's an expectation based on the fact that you know that you can manifest, you know this works for other people, where is it? And you're looking for it whilst semi in this expectant kind of state, but also feeling like it's never going to happen, and also feeling the lack. It's a very different state than I expect this. So what is I expect this then? I expect this to come to me at some point. I've manifested it, or I've desired it, I've got clarity on it. I know that it's possible to manifest this. I expect it to show up in my life at some point, but I don't know when. But it's done. There's nothing else I can do. That is expecting your manifestation in a positive way. It isn't expectation, because expectation is when you just sat there waiting for it. Where is it? That's a whole different thing than I expect this to come into my life, because I know that manifesting is a thing, and I know there's nothing else that I need to do. It's done, it's there, it's going to come to me at some point when the perfect timing. So when everything conspires at the perfect time for me, and it will happen. That's good. That's positive, but that's a whole different vibration than expectation. And a good way for you to kind of think about that, bring the feeling of expectation to you and feel what that feels like. That's fairly low in vibration. Then bring the feeling of, I absolutely expect this, this is coming. That's a different vibration, and that's higher on the vibrational scale. So that is just a really good way of getting to grips with this and understanding the differences, because there is a fairly distinct difference between expectation and expecting. There really is in this instance. Like with some things, there's just subtle degrees of difference, but this is fairly obvious difference that you can feel. If you can't feel it, don't worry about it, but it is just a thing, and you know it. Because I get a lot of comments on videos when I talk about expectation being negative when it comes to manifestation in most cases, and then people will say, but on this video this person said you should expect it, and that person said, well yeah, because that's a different kind of thing. It's just that difference between expectation and I expect this. When you decide to manifest something, once you've done it and you've set the clear intention, you've felt it, and you know that this is something that you could have a lot of resistance around, so probably a person, because that's where the most resistance comes, then pretend that you just don't know about the law of attraction anymore, law of assumption. Just pretend it's not a thing, and just wish for it as if you would do if you didn't know anything about this and you just really liked someone, if it's a person, and you just wanted to date them, and you just had that really strong feeling about it, and then you let it go. Because here's the issue with specific person manifestation: so you get hooked on it, and you keep watching videos, and you keep watching videos, and you keep reading books and reading articles on it. So you're never letting go of it. You're never in that state of allowing, because you're constantly in waiting mode. What else can I do? Am I missing something? Why isn't it working for me? The only reason these things don't, and they don't show to us as we want, is because we're hung up on it. Basically, it's in our conscious awareness probably 95% of the time. That's huge, and that's really, because the intention is not there to let go, or it may be slightly, but mostly people are still watching videos on the subject, or even if they're not watching videos on the subject of SP manifestation, they're still looking at manifestation videos and applying it to this. So you're never, ever, ever giving yourself a break. You're never letting reality do it for you, because you're holding on to the state of lack all of the time by watching all of these videos and reading books, and when you've attached it to a person. That is the main issue here when it comes to people just not seeing any movement in that respect. So, are you in expectation mode, or do you expect? Just have a real think about it, and if you are in expectation mode, know that that is waiting. Know that that is just going to leave you in limbo. It keeps seeing reality as it is because you are observing it as it is constantly. So you're not looking away, you're not allowing it chance to come into your life. You're not allowing reality to give you that opportunity. It's waiting there. It is desperately waiting to be able to do this for you, but you're standing in your own way by constantly observing. Right, I hope this was useful.